So, in a video where I was replaying my phone call to Jimmy Petronas, the North Florida, Panhandle of Florida representative in the federal House, I get this. So you do know that the ACA won't end, right? Question mark, question mark. The only thing ending is the severe boost. The severe boost they made to it during C-19. You will keep your insurance, blah, 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 blah. Did you ever wonder why we had to have that, what did you call it, a severe boost? Severe boost, that's cute. Do you know why we had to have that in 2019? During the C-19 panini? You see, Tangerine Palpatine in his first administration repealed the individual mandate. That was a compromise that the Republicans demanded to pass the ACA. Okay. It was a Republican idea. Hell, the ACA as it stands today is a Republican's wet dream. Okay. It was actually implemented by Mitt Romney. It was called Romney Care in his state. Don't remember? Maybe you're too young, who the hell knows. Anyway, but the reason why we had to do that big old huge subsidy boost and during C-19 is because when Tangerine Palpatine overturned and repealed the individual mandate that stated that if you don't have insurance either through your employer or through the ACA, you had to pay a penalty, we saw it lead to higher premiums and a decline in enrollment. And every single year we saw our premiums go up, both if you were getting it through your employer or if you were getting it through the ACA. It didn't fucking matter. Because the individual mandate, meaning everybody pays in the system, whether you have the insurance or not, because we do need healthy people paying into the system for this fucking shit to work. Okay? That's how insurance companies work. That's how your for-profit insurance companies work. Everyone that's there is in a pool, and then they split the premium between y'all. When somebody has to drop out, that premium that's no longer getting paid, or they're no longer getting subsidies for, gets spread out amongst the rest of them, causing your premium to go up by 75%. During C-19, because we were dealing with a panini, and people were actively from C-19, from that virus. They had to give that severe boost you're talking about so that people could actually afford their fucking goddamn insurance. It made up for the individual mandate. Now, in the big busted law, the big busted bill that they signed and turned into law that gave billionaires tax subsidies and tax breaks for the rest of their motherfucking life. And now we don't have any individual mandate. And the severe subsidies that you're talking about is fixing to end, which is going to cause our premiums to go up. Yours too. Everybody's premiums going up by 75 or higher. So when your, normal payment jumps up by double, you can't afford to pay that, you're going to have to let your coverage go. Which means that all that cost and all those subsidies are no longer going to your insurance company because those people have dropped out. You have to pay more. I saw an immediate doubling of my insurance premiums when y'all let go of the individual mandate. It doubled. But it was still affordable. I was still able to keep it. And every year, I saw my premiums rise and rise and rise. Not to the degree it did the first time when the individual mandate was repealed. No. I can't do double again. My children will lose their insurance next year if this if this severe subsidy that you're talking about doesn't get extended. Why should my family, my kids, why should other people's families and other people's kids have to suffer with no insurance because of Tangerine Palpatine? Oh, and it cuts Medicaid too. The big busted law, it cuts Medicaid too. It also cuts Medicare. Heaven help if you're disabled or on Social Security. That's getting cut too. Oh, and people who have Medicare, they're going to see their premiums go up next year too. Probably by double. Don't come on my page going, well, you do know. I know more about the Affordable Care Act and the Republicans' push to repeal and replace before the fucking ink was dry with absolutely no plan of their own for over a decade. I know more about this fucking law than you could even dream of. Sit down. The adults are talking.